another little bit of a different situation happening, because we are still messing with switches, but instead of keyboard switches, we're running arcade buttons / switches now. Let's see. Oh god, these switches are some ungodly, like, number skew type situation. I'm gonna install these Sanwa silent switches, quote unquote silent. They aren't very silent at all. There we go. Okay. There has to be a better way to show off this controller. I have to set up like a gaming scene on here eventually. Let's see. That shows off just enough. But this is the beforehand, so I'm sort of like benchmarking for myself how loud this controller is, because it's pretty damn loud. Like, there's a lot of things going wrong. Hey Shaq, like, I don't know if this mic will pick it up here. I'll duck the volume a little bit there too. Let's see, noise suppression, turn that off. Like, the keys in here, the buttons in here sound kind of nasty. It was like, let's see, like, you can hear some pretty nasty spring ping on this. So I'm just gonna do a test run first, and then we'll go to installing these. I am going to do some mods. I'm gonna lube the springs on these, because even though this is like a quieter button overall, the springs are still pingy. So hopefully I'm gonna hit it with some spring loop, and hopefully that should solve it. But that's kind of what's happening here. So we'll leave the hot mic on, and so we'll kind of see like what this sounds like right now, and then we'll start the modification. I also just wanted to play BMS because for those of you who don't know, this is, oh shit, oh wait, that's, hold on, there we go. Oh, that's still too fast. Oh my god, I'm like editing speeds on the fly. There we go. So this is modeled after an arcade game called Beat Mania 2DX. And you can, Jesus Christ. you can play this game right now at your local round one if round one exists in your area. I gotta hold on. Let me finish this and then I'll see. I'll looking. Who's here? Oh shit, it's Patricia. Hello! Welcome everybody. We're doing something a little out of the ordinary, but I promise you we are still working with switches and buttons. Ah! Hello. But yeah, so this is not Beatmania. This is Beta Raja, or I guess colloquially known as BMS, B Music Source. Oh, thanks for following, Charlie. But yeah, this is not Beatmania, although it looks a lot like Beatmania. I just have to I just want to make that distinction really clear, because they also have to make it really clear. But yeah, a lot of the stuff is pretty similar. Yeah, see what you got, and I'll see if I have it on. I do not have anything from, like, you know, any of the official arcade Beatmanias. But the reason we're doing this today is because I got these new Sanwa buttons / switches. So yes, this is the DJ DAO FP7, but we're using the Omron VX 01-1C23. So I think this is 50 gram actuation, and then there's a 50 gram spring. So overall, this is a 100 gram setup, I believe. But I just got this from Istmal in South Korea, and I think I may have overpaid a little bit, but I really wanted to get these in before you know, all the tariffs and stuff started hitting. But yeah, I'm gonna retrofit, because these are like the stock, like, DJ DAO button springs. I think these are like the Honeywell 20 gram switches. So these are pingy as hell. Like, there is quite a lot of things to fix on this. So I'm gonna tuck away BMS for the moment. I have to put on some sort of music. And I will put this up here. Rough Percussionism. Yeah, that is an official song. Yeah. I want to say I've played it, but I don't have it here. At least not on BMS. So BMS, like, the BMS community is very huge and very multinational. Like, you would think it's only, like, you know, Japanese people making BMS like songs and data and stuff, but there's it's a worldwide phenomenon. And I am not qualified to go through like the full details. It's more of an upgrade. It's definitely more of an upgrade. So let's unplug you. The turntable's gonna stay the same. I can hear it on my end. I don't know if why can't you guys hear? Sorry. Let's see. Restart TikTok lady. Ba, ba, ba.
POG Online Poggers.
There we go. There we go. All right. So,
There we go.
just going to open this bad boy up. Ugh. These things are heavy. So, there do exist Beatmania like BMS controllers that use like chalk switches or just like regular like MX style keyboard switches. I want one. I want one. I don't have one on hand, nor do I have like room. Which like I'm trying to kind of make do with what I have. Here, let me set up our sound test mic. So the way that these like connect and disconnect are really fun.
I might look at being one of those people that do music light shows on like Christmas, etc.
So the music light shows on Christmas. So there's a little like harness. Here, let me break this down. So an arcade button is made up of at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. There's 5 parts at least to an arcade button. So this is the stuff that, oh my god, at Alps Amber, hell yeah. So this is gonna be the most like 1-to-1 with like a key switch, like a regular MX switch.
Heck, I'm already looking at getting super fancy RGB lights that I can program to move around.
As far as I know, the majority of these micro switches are clicky. There we go. Okay. Like this part, the button is silenced on the new Sanwas, but this part is still clicky. Like it's like a real like snappy sound. And then kind of the same thing. Where did that switch go? There you are.
That's a loud switch.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's normal. That is normal. That's what a normal switch sounds like once you take it out of the box, out of the cabinet, per se. Also, this is the arcade's version of hot swap switches. These are like the quick disconnects. They have like a little kind of like crimped look to it. And they just kind of slide. Well, they kind of slide off for the most part. There's like a little hook internally that kind of makes it harder to take off, but Let's see. I'll put you there. This is the new one. And then, yeah, this is the old one. Oh, wait, I'm unlatching the wrong thing. Let's see. How do I get you out? There you go. Yeah, these are like Honeywell switches, which are not as good. I'm trying to see if there is any sort of like
I thought the turntable
measure
would
to
be
how
more
heavy this
complex.
is. Oh yeah, no, the turntable is basically it's just an optical rotary encoder. It's just a really big knob basically. But here's the old one. It's kind of like thinner, kind of tinny. Versus the legit stuff. Like there's a definite like snap to this. This one, even though it clicks, like it feels almost like linear in a way. So anyway, yeah, so it's just like an eighth turn and it pops out. And then the actual button itself has this like little lock nut on the underside. And then you kind of have like this rectangular washer. If you have like a round hole that it sits in, but these have
Yep, I miss
proper
physical switching
rectangle
on
shaped
most
holes.
3D printers like ones that clicked, no light sensor, etc. Just the nice click. Easy maintenance.
Exactly. Which, especially for like arcades and stuff, easy maintenance is kind of a requirement considering how many people like go through all of this stuff. And then as for the like button itself, you have like these two little legs, because this is what actually pushes the switch. And then there's a captive spring in there. So we push these two in.
No wonder why Takeo really struggles in American arcades.
Toshi, the other part of that is that the Taiko cabs were made by Raw Thrills, which, if you know anything about Raw Thrills, they produce the DDR-X cabinets, the black cabinets. There's a very good reason
I know a lot
why
about Raw
you
Thrills.
don't see any of those cabinets in the US right now.
Maybe. I wonder if I could get those style switches and make a chunky macro pad.
You definitely could. Like, they sell these. Well, I got this from like Istmal, which is like a Korean vendor. These haven't hit like NA vendors yet, but North American vendors do have places like Focus Attack for like the round arcade buttons for like fighting game controllers. It's like fight sticks basically.
Oh, let me change screen click.
So this is one of our big problems, is that this spring pings like a mother. So I was doing a little bit of testing, and I think I've gotten to a good place where I can say, or where I can say like, okay, I've done a decent job at sort of like dampening the plastic on plastic sound. And all of these stuff I'm kind of porting directly from the keyboard community. And so before stream, I did modify this key in particular. So I don't know if it'll show
I'm
here.
working on permanently mounting a camera onto my Voron's toolhead.
I have
nozzle
applied
camera.
3203 lube to the top and bottom of the spring. So you just lube like the first or second coil on each end. And taking a little bit of film from from a desk keys film sheet. So I'm using the fallout of it to sort of dampen the bottom out without reducing the travel distance by too much. Like this is maybe like half a millimeter or something. So I'm using my keyboard stuff to fix my arcade stuff. So let's see. I have to like I have to set up like a table or something. I do not have enough room to work on this desk right now. Let's see. I gotta put this one went with this. So I'm not doing anything with the actual Switch itself. All of my modifications today are going to be on the buttons. Why? Okay. I got to do
Oh,
this
yeah,
side
queso.
first. And then click that in. There we go. Okay.
I went to this new Korean supermarket.
Oh, is that the one that you showed me a picture of, the Pug U? Also, we're transplanting the LED over.
YHHH.
All right, is it okay if I show the picture you sent me? I'm gonna pull it up on stream. We've
Yes,
got a
absolutely. Pogu.
we've got a new. Oh, here, let me put us back on the regular mic. Um, where's the open in browser button? There we are. So we have a new Korean market in our area, and it's literally called it's literally called Pogu.
Pogu.
That's definitely one of the names they could have come up with.
That's the restaurant joint.
Wait, what's the actual supermarket?
Mind you,
Oh,
inside the supermarket.
I see. All right, so I'm gonna show off what actually makes this silent. Um, so it's
Ming.
let me looking Jagalchi. Damn, how new is this? You got like line. What the fuck? For a supermarket? That's crazy. All right. So, the main thing that's making the main thing that makes oh shit. So, this is the regular arcade button. This is the DJ Dow button. This is the new Sanwa. So, the big difference is that the Sanwa has a molded TPU, I think. It feels like it. A molded TPU plunger. So the part that actually contacts the switch here is TPU rubber. So, like, look at this. Like, extremely flexy. Whereas this, I think, is ABS. It might be either ABS or Palm, but there's definitely a difference in hardness between the old stuff and the new stuff. So, yeah, so a couple of things are wait, it's so it's like blown out. Let's do that. Maybe that'll work.
Okay, take a look at these.
All right, I will take a look once this lubrication has been applied. So, I'm just going to lube up kind of the top surface of these
You can
springs.
show these on Strem.
Okay. And I'm being pretty generous here just because this is like a big ass spring versus, like a keyboard spring. But the goal here isn't to like make anything smoother per se. It's pretty much just to eliminate any sort of like rattling or ping in the springs. So we slot that in there.
Accept the race bull.
All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this scran. You got the Korean pairs. Wait, what is this? What is this 27.5 out of 29.5? Is this a rating? Chonan pairs.
Prices for 7CT and 9CT.
Oh, it kind of looks like an H Mart. It's kind of got that like dark interior to it. Like there's a lot of like unlit like ceiling space. Wait, what the fuck? They have an oyster bar? That's crazy. Wow. Rich.
Yabber. Half and half salmon and eel rolls for $15.
Wait, they got an air purifier for 19 bucks?
That's
That's
so
kind of
reasonable.
crazy. That's kind of insano. Oh, I see the egg pictures. I see the egg pictures. 14.50 for a dozen, or 13 for organic. It's 14.50 a dozen. For free range, 13 a dozen. What does that say
Look
down
at the
there? That
bottom.
that's still 4 digits. That's like 10 at least. $15 for 20. Unforch. 20
The
count for
20 count.
15. So cheap. So cheap. When freshness matters. Okay. So I am going to lube the sides just a bit. I'm not gonna go crazy. I probably shouldn't lube the sides, but I'm kind of doing this in a stab
I
lubing sort
bought
of
carbonara
situation.
tea at Pokey.
Carbonara
That was
tekboki.
interesting.
That's definitely a choice that you made. So I'm just gonna set these on the corners. I'm so glad I have a use for these desk keys film pads now, because ever since I started using, you know, like HMX and KeyGeek switches, all that kind of stuff, I really haven't had a reason to like bust out the films or anything. Let me. I still haven't up. I still haven't
Anyway,
even
yeah.
unpackaged all of these.
3 entries, all hella long.
Wow. I'm sure they were like limiting how many people could enter at a time, right?
But the indoor was the longest. Yeah, absolutely. I waited for more than half an hour to get in Lao.
Holy. Here, I'm going to. Here's kind of like an in hand. So this is unmodified, the new Sanwa Silent. Which apparently I have to push
Told you.
my mic back. So this is unmodified. So you can still feel like the spring vibrate around and like kind of ping. And here's after lubing the spring, lubing and filming. I really am just lubing and filming these buttons, these switches. There's a very immediate difference that the lubing does. Let's see. No, I have to put this in first. So yeah, we're just gonna keep doing that 6 more times. So thank goodness that this isn't a keyboard that has like, well, in my case, like 45 switches, or for the rest of you, 60 to 90, 60 to 87 or whatever. 88 if you're a dirty 13U TKL user. Thank goodness arcade buttons have standard sizes. And let's see. Where did I put the cable?
UKIT's free hyperpop.
So, let's see. Black goes here. Yellow goes here. I'm doing one just so I have like a reference for like the rest of them. Um, red and white. Okay. One down, 6 more to go. So, kind of what brought this along is that I've spent a lot of money at round one, and Beat Mania is something that enjoy quite a lot. I'm 8 Dawn in Beatmania Pinky Crush right now. Wait, did I hit 8 Dawn? I've hit 8 Dawn before. I don't remember if I'm 8 Dawn right now at this very moment. Oh my god, these things are the quick connects are actually not very quick to disconnect. There was like a
I would have
trick to
gotten
them.
into Beatmania if they would just stop releasing versions very fast, lol.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna go AFK for a
they
few.
release versions like quickly, but it's not like there's anything, brand spanking new, right? Like there's not really any sort of like breaking updates that happen every year. Oh, I'm actually
Yeah, but the
stupid.
amount of times I'd have to transfer saves.
There's this little tab that's the release. I'm out here like trying to break
And
the
then I
the
couldn't
crib
keep up
connectors.
anymore.
I'm actually dumb.
So here I am, Sound Voltex main, former DDR main.
Are you a Sound Voltex main because they haven't released a new version of Sound Voltex since 2001?
Yes.
I think just to spite you, they're gonna drop something this year.
Makes my life a lot easier.
I just know they're gonna drop something this year. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do
Good.
with the
Then I
existing
can just
buttons.
transfer data over and then never bother with it for the next 5 years.
I don't know. I don't really feel like that is that much of an issue, because it's like, if they transfer data, if you have to transfer data once every year, that basically just means you have to play Beatmania once every year to still have a current profile. Call me privileged, but I think I would like to play video games at the arcade more than one time a year.
So Plulder, skill issue in Beatmania Toshi.
Real. Like
KEKW.
if it's skill issue, that I can understand. I have skill issue in Sound Voltex. I'm not gonna lie. I am not good at that game. For context, Sound Voltex, it's another arcade rhythm game where you have four main buttons. So four main buttons, two sort of like FX buttons that are like wider, and then you have like two knobs. So you have like you kind of use them to they're kind of like effect knobs. They kind of simulate DJing, but in a different way than Beatmania
Sound
does.
Voltex is like iidx except to very, very small turnstile knobs.
But I have a skill issue with Sound Voltex where
Sia Cirque 10.
I have no idea like what my hands are supposed to be doing when they start doing like when they start throwing one-handed stuff at me. That's why my my soft cap on Sound Voltex is like level 17, and then I'm like hard capped at level 18. Like I cannot do that. I cannot do 18s like at all.
18s is where the hand trip begins. Cross-handing like candles in
Yeah.
Dirter.
Honestly, if you want to be like super like technical about it,
Kasavsip.
they do start like making you do cross hands like at level 14. But it's like stuff that it's like very easily readable. Like they give you time to set up for it, right? They like give you time to set up for it. Whereas 18s, it's just like, okay, so hit, so use your right hand to hit the red knob, and then use your left hand to hit the two main buttons at the bottom, the two wide buttons at the bottom. So you're turning the red knob, and then suddenly, oh wait, you actually want to start turning the blue knob, the left knob. So it kind of makes your hands cross over. What I'm thinking in my brain is that, okay, I gotta let go of the buttons with my left hand, switch to the right hand so that I can start turning the knob with my left. Which, as you may well understand, is not conducive to maintaining your
Rick
combo.
full combo.
Like my brain just has a hard time understanding all of that.
The lasers are lenient, not the notes.
Honestly, like I feel like where we play, I feel like the lasers are actually very not lenient. I feel like they kind of mess me up. I drop lasers way more often than I hold them. Oh, sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's harder now that the center plunger is kind of like rubbery. Do I have tweezers in here somewhere? No.
I know the amount you turn, velocity don't matter. So that just made me conserve more.
I also have just general issues like reading the laser patterns. Oops.
Yo yo.
Hey, plastic. Oh shit. The spring isn't the spring is not where it's supposed to be. Hold on.
Let the bass kick.
The spring is kind of cocked to one side. Dude, I have no idea where I put any of my tools anymore. Oh, there you are. Oh, what the hell? How did that happen?
How the heck?
That's insane. I have no idea how the plunger arm wrapped around. Let's give this a little touch up since I touched it with my bare hands. That is not something I expected. But so the reason I'm trying this out is because there's not a lot of literature as far as like silencing or dampening arcade buttons for like a rhythm game controller like this. And I would like to play rhythm games at night without getting a noise complaint. without causing disturbance in the piece. And unfortunately, rhythm games and controllers are just very loud in
You could
general.
make a custom thing.
I could. I very much could. And there are schematics
Me
and
when I
stuff.
had to modify my SDVX buttons.
There are schematics and stuff as far as like um making custom rhythm game controllers, etc., etc.
Had to put a square-shaped cotton inside those buttons. With keyboard switches that are silent.
My specific problem is that I already have this controller on hand. Okay, what's the problem now? Is the LED interfering? I think it might. I might have to turn off LEDs for this build. I don't know. Why is this not going in? Either it's just skill issue or something's not lining up properly. Okay, it's skill issue. But here, even now, there's like a very big difference. So, okay, old button, new button. Like even without like any sort of extra sound dampening, it just sounds much better. It sounds like a proper Switch. Oh, also on the topic of arcades. So I found the sauce. More important, or more specifically, my friend found the sauce. Let me see here. To getting tickets. There's a very good way to win tickets at the arcade now. And it's pretty simple. So, it all comes down
Was
to
it
the
the
big
hammer
wheel.
game?
It's not the hammer game. It's not the hammer game. It's the wheel. They have this giant LED like Wheel of Fortune style like giant wheel. And I think it also depends on like how the arcade has it configured, but if you go in and you see,
That's the meta
yeah,
now.
it's the meta because for the credits that you swipe in, the absolute minimum that you get is 30, which I was playing the Angry Birds coin pusher and that was not getting me like it served me very well for a while. Like I was getting like really consistent with getting the bonuses, but the amount of tickets I've been winning off of this machine is like insane. So the minimum, like the floor is 30, the average is like 75 or 90 tickets per pull. And then there's a lot of very good chances that you get 750. Like this is like my first pull of the night, this 750. It's insane. Like
Bro, is that at a DNB or?
no, that's round 1. This is ERM. Yeah, or ESC or whatever. This is just vanilla round 1. Like Okay, so
Oh
the
God.
story is that I went last weekend with my friends. They were visiting the area, and so I was like, okay, let's go to round one because, of course, being the arcade addicted fiend like I am, that's like the first thing that I always think of whenever somebody wants to hang out is like round one, round one. Anyway, so we go there, and then one of my friends, he's really good at winning like crane games. He's one of those guys.
Golfland, Golfland, KEKW.
He's one of those guys that brings like the large clear plastic bag to the arcade because he just knows that he's gonna just pull insane untold numbers of plushies out of the yeah, let me take this off the screen. He's pulling untold amounts of plushies out of the cranes.
Lucky
Yeah,
bastard.
I don't know how he does it. Like I'm flabbergasted. And so the other one, the my other friend, so she is, she's kind of directing. She's like trying to, you know, figure out which prize to pull and everything like that. So in the meantime, so she's going through all the stuff to all the, the ticket games to try and find, good deals per se. And then, she stumbles on this, and like she also likes the ball drop game, the one that drops like the rubber ball. It drops like the rubber ball onto like the rotating table, and then like, it drops into, you know holes that win you ticket numbers or whatever. And then so she goes onto the big wheel, and I'm like, there's no way that this is profitable. Like the the general rule that I've kind of followed is like the flashier an arcade game is, the less tickets it gives you, because they're kind of more enticing you with the glitz and the glamour and the experience over like actually winning tickets, right? How wrong I was. She won she won the 750 ticket bonus 3 times. And it's like every time like the tickets count very slowly. Like they probably like dispense tickets into your card at like 5 per second. So whenever she won, it locked out the wheel for like a few
2
minutes.
miles per hour.
It like locks out the wheel because it's like, oh, you can't swipe in while it's dispensing tickets because it's the machine is spending
5 tickets per
all of
second,
its
my ass.
time, all of its processing power dispensing tickets into the card. That's the main downside of it.
KEKW.
And so it's like, oh, you hit the 750? Okay, let's go play, let's go play Mario Kart. We played an entire round of Mario Kart at the arcade, and once we finished, it was still counting. The 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 machine was still counting down tickets. And so, I'm like, okay, there's no way that this works for me. And it worked for me. Once. There's this mode where it it lets you do like bonus spins or whatever. Like, it gives you additional spins after your initial one. And I hit that. I hit double spin. I hit my spin, and then this happened. fucking it it red screens on me. So nothing's even wrong, even though it says like lost opto sensor. Is eventually it just kind of like auto rebooted itself. Of course, it kicked out my play, so I didn't even get any tickets from it. But I did hit on the 750 before this, so it's good when it works. But long story short, that's the meta now. Like on average, I get like 75 tickets or like 90 tickets. Like there's a lot of spaces for those. Like as long as you like don't blast the wheel into outer space. Like it is pretty heavy, and so you have to like two-hand it and kind of put your body weight into it. But like coming
Modified base wheel.
yeah, coming in blind, my friend, so she was able to win. She was able to win a Switch controller. Of course, it's not one of the official ones. It's like the third party like Hori Switch controller or whatever. But winning any sort of electronic at the round one arcade is like an achievement in and of itself. With the insane numbers of tickets you have to hit. I think if I wanted to spend more time on this, I could like cut these films in half so that I can put them on all four corners. But as of right now, just having them on opposite corners has proved to work pretty well for me. All right, get in there. And so because this is 3203, I mean, hopefully there shouldn't be that much like lube migration. We'll probably be okay. Oh, wait, I forgot to put the nut in. Hold on. There you go. I'm hitting something and I don't know what. Is it the plunger that's getting in the way? It might be. It was the plunger. So, I guess that's the other thing too. If you're using the Son with Silence, is that it is a little bit trickier to reassemble, just because these plungers are so damn like rubbery. They're like soft, so the little legs, the little plunger legs, kind of get everywhere. They interfere with the mission. But yeah, that's been my arcade adventures. Like I've been going quite a lot these past couple of days. Cause my other thing too is that I've had a couple days off of work. My my boss is taking a vacation, and so I'm kind of I'm kind of a direct report. So what I was able to do was I kind of did, all the work that I needed to do in the week that he was gone, and then I just took extra days off for like the rest of the week. So it's been a very nice relaxing week for me at the very least. Get to check in with friends, get to go to the arcades, get to go to the arcade. And then the best thing, I get to go to the arcade. I mean, not like it's like out of the usual, but I get to go to the arcade without despair of the future of the following day having to go into work. So I guess that's I guess that's the main difference. Oh, the other thing I've sort of explored within the last couple like weeks is kind of how weak the boba game in general is for NorCal. Like having been to multiple T spots in LA, San Diego, and then just like the Bay Area in general, there's not a lot of places up here that are up to par with just like regular old spots
I feel
in
like
San
San Jose
Diego.
is the only place that's up to par.
Even San Diego, I'm gonna say it. Even I had a couple of things in San Jose or San Jose. Even in San Jose, I've been to a couple places over the past week, and I am feeling the despair. It's like a we're we're in a boba trade deficit with SoCal.
My only go-to is Sunright Oof.
Exactly. You got Sunright, and then as I understand it, Tizen is also kind of one of the places that's exclusive to NorCal.
Boba Guys is like not great.
I went to Haiti. I went to Haiti in Sunnyvale. That was not honestly kind of not the move. Haiti, there's like other than Sunright, I think
Should have went with Sunright Queso.
I just wasn't near Sunright. That's the
SMH.
problem.
KEKW.
I just wasn't near Sunright, unfortunately.
Shaking my head.
All right, where's my films? But for real, there's just an exceedingly large number of mid for NorCal T.
Yifeng.
Yifang, I don't think I've tried that one yet. either I haven't tried it or I have
Oh
tried it, and
man.
either that or I have tried it and I've kind of like blocked it out of my memory. Like it just has not registered. Ah, holy shit, Meep with the 1 year, the 12-month
I will be
Reno.
looking because it's taco
Holy,
time.
thank you very much for a year of support. Holy, good luck in your scav
Queso.
runs.
While I was at the guild house one weekend,
Uh huh.
the two was also a boba connoisseur.
All right, what wisdom does the great
He
tournament
said tea
organizer
pumps
have for
is like
us?
the white people version of boba.
Tea pumps? What the hell is that? Oh, speaking of, there's like this one place that's kind of been like popping up, like wherever I go. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times in like the past week. It's like Bober tea. They literally call it like
Sunright
Bober.
is S tier.
Let me hold
But
on.
wanted
Let me
to
pull
say
this up.
about
Let me pull
Tumps.
this up. This place, Bober tea. Hey, you want to get some? You want to get some Bober? Oh, they got the loose leaf teas on the.
What? What is this?
I don't know. I've been seeing this place like all around, and when like the last couple of places I've
Bobber
seen,
T. LMKO.
Bober. Hey, can I get the Bober?
TF kinda name is this.
Can I get the Bober?
KEKW.
And it's like every place that I've seen this place Bober, it's always that sort of like extremely like Instagram, TikTok friendly. Like they have the wall, right? They have the wall that's like all dressed up with all sorts of like glitter and balloons and like sparkles and stuff as a backdrop for you to like, you know, put your hand out with your tea and be like, yo, check out my Bober that I got at Bober Tea.
Dying.
Dude, I'm telling you, no.
Let me see this menu hold up.
All right, here, let me.
Wait. Pumpkin latte this season.
Yeah, they just do whatever the
Bro,
hell they
what?
want, dude. Pumpkin pie latte, sea salt
They
caramel
must be
latte.
cooking something FR.
Oh, whatever they're cooking, it's on schedule 1. Okay, do these wires correspond to the locations of the physical switches? Yes, they do.
Cheese mango.
Honestly, that doesn't sound as bad. I just might be mais con queso brain because I'm Filipino, but like
I
fruit and
think I
cheese
might
is
try that.
not fruit and cheese is not like
'Cause of my Filipino-s.
it's fruit and cheese is not a devastating combination. You know?
Corn and cheese was the shit in my childhood.
We still get the Magnolia tubs of maíz con queso. Let's see.
Not for free anymore. No more connections.
Damn.
When that Magnolia factory closed down long time ago in your area.
Yeah.
No more free Filipino ice cream.
It's fine. Like, at this point, I don't even really
Brown sugar
consume.
cookies and cream herb.
I was about to say I don't really
That's
consume that
hella
much ice
sugar.
cream, but also like literally, like a couple weeks ago, or I guess last week? Question mark? Was the first time I've had Baskin Robbins in like literally a decade, I think. Because that's where I was meeting up with friends.
31 ice cream.
I feel like
No.
whenever I go out for ice cream nowadays, it's like Cold Stone Creamery, and I can count on one hand the amount of times I've gone to Cold Stone in the last decade. And I can feel myself gaining weight just by mentioning Cold Stone again. But damn it, they do operate on mixing shit in and making it taste good. Okay. Was a lot more painless than some of my other excursions. Yeah, there's definitely a jump in quality between the DJ Dow buttons and the Sanwas. Like even just unscrewing the the mold for the threading, it's like very rough. Like the nut doesn't really thread cleanly on here, and it's very rough like trying to screw it and unscrew it. Whereas these guys, the Sanwas, dude, this shit slides in and out like butter. Look at that.
Am back.
Dude, these buttons are just like fidgets, like all on their own. I I unbagged one of them to like kind of test it out when I got these, and it's just been like on my desk. I've just been fidgeting with it this entire time. I was just been like screwing, unscrewing, and just kind of like fiddling. There's dude, this whole thing is like a fidget on itself. There's so much stuff you can manipulate with this. Welcome back. I gotta like push it in from underneath. Okay, there we go. You know, maybe I should rewire these before I install the switches back in, but I fear it's too late for me at this point. I just have to like continue on and hope that what I'm doing is proper.
Oh, and I printed you keyboard stand, and it came out great, did it, on my Born in iidx.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do it. We're here in our dedicated shill section of today's stream. Where are you? There you are. Come check out my new 3D printable keyboard stand model on printables. Because I, I don't know. I don't know what this is going to do for me. I think if a lot of people download it, eventually I'm going to get enough points to buy a 3D printer. But if you or somebody you know has a 3D printer, you can print these two models that I have. So there's a small one for like 40%, and then there's like a large one for like not 40%. And the large one has like a space for half-inch bump-ons on the bottom if if protecting the front end of your keyboard is a concern. Although the stand is softer than your keyboard presumably, so that shouldn't be an issue. But it's an option if you want to add bump-ons there. Anyway, yeah, I finally uploaded it after like 20 years, so
And
everybody
to
go
be
get
honest,
one.
I contacted Prusa about possibly getting either their MK for South or Core 1 sent to me as a sponsor or collab.
Let's see. Unscrew this. I don't know that Prusa really sponsors that many people, no? I mean, shoot your shot for sure. Definitely shoot your shot. Especially in today's world where people don't like bamboo anymore. I should contact Prusa through my work and be like, "Hey, we're making some important stuff. Can you send us a printer so that we can advertise you and also uh, get a printer?" Oh wait, I haven't modified this one yet. I haven't lubed or filmed.
Oh, did you see Prusa has partnered with Markiplier?
Yes. Honestly, even though he's not, well, presumably it's to get him into printing, and he does have a very large, viewer base. So even though he's not really known as a major, person in the 3D printing community, I still think it's a good idea for them to sponsor him just to get more eyes. It's you probably get a higher conversion rate for if you're Prussia. You're converting people from outside of the hobby. It's kind of like how like car brands sponsor esports teams. Like for a while, I think it was like BMW was sponsoring Virtus Pro or something like that. Oh, I forgot to lube this one. Yeah, I think it was like specifically their Counter Strike team. I think it was like Taz on the Counter Strike team got like a BMW for winning something, if I remember right. Oh, on that note, I was also having this sort of I was having this discussion um with my friends too about like how easy it is to watch certain like competitive esports games as somebody who like doesn't actually play that game, right? Just kind of like doing it as a spectator. Cuz for me personally, cuz I said Counter-Strike, right? Like I do not play Counter-Strike at all. I probably have like 10 hours on Counter-Strike, maybe if that. I was a Team Fortress 2 kid growing up. But I used to watch Counter Strike, specifically CS:GO, esports pretty religiously, just because it's so easy to watch as a spectator esport. You have like these really clear win conditions. Um, you have like you know lull. You have like a lot of downtime between like rounds. Yeah, you have rounds, right? And then there's downtime between rounds so that, casters and analysts can like pop in and say like, "Oh, hey, they won or they lost because they did this and they shouldn't have done this." And you can like replay kind of like those hype moments and get like, player reactions. So, I think in terms of like watchable esports, Counter Strike is pretty darn high up on the tier list. This had come up because on the screens, I think they had, I think it was League of Legends, some sort of MOBA, but it's like also have never played League in my life. It's one of those things where it's like I watch or I can't or I try to watch it, but I have literally no idea what's going on the screen. Like I don't know if it's just me, but I have no idea what the hell is happening in League of Legends. Like I just look at it, I see a top down view, and then you see like a line of like minions or whatever just like running up to like a tower, and then like five people kind of crash into each other, and then they just like click back and forth, and then somebody dies or somebody doesn't die because they like hide in the bushes or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like League as a spectator sport's really sort of unapproachable for me. So I'd probably put League kind of like on the lower end of the tier list. CS:GO would probably be like closer to the top. I think the absolute like top tier is probably going to be something like fighting games. Like fighting games are like peak like spectator, because it's literally just like two people beating the crap out of each other. Like same thing. Win conditions are super clear. Um, it's like a set system. You know, like best of three, best of five, etc., etc. You have like all these like meters and stuff on the screen that gauge, you know, hey, who's winning, who's losing, etc. And a lot of times, like, either between like announcer slash caster voices and then just general like crowd noise, like crowd getting hype, is how you know like things are like you have like those oh shit moments. Um, like one sort of concrete example I can give, I was lucky enough to watch uh did whatever Evo like last happened. I was watching Street Fighter Third Strike, and it was Justin Wong commentating a match with a Hayao in it. The and then basically that new Evo moment where he like uh does like a drop kick over the Ken to dodge the super, and then turns around, does like a 720 input, and like does his like super lariat to sort of finish things off, like, and then everybody gets hyped. The announcer goes hype. Hayao's like popping off his chair. Like it's absolutely insane. Like there, like you immediate for fighting games, you immediately know the stakes of what's happening. Um, you kind of know like almost intuitively like how advantage or disadvantage each player is in the matchup. Not character matchup, but just like, okay, this guy is beating the crap out of the other guy, and okay, now he's on the back foot. Can he take it back? Sort of thing, like Counter-Strike and just fighting games in general, I think are top tier. Um, there's also again, so kind of going back to TF2, which is an esport that I do have kind of intimate knowledge of, and I'll kind of like wedge Overwatch into this, just kind of like arena shooters in general. I feel are in the same vein of hard to watch if you don't actively play the game yourself, because especially for Overwatch, there's so many like effects happening on the screen, right? There's just like so many like giant bursts of light, so many special visual effects happening on the screen at any given time. Ooh. You kind of get the similar, like, you have the objectives on the top, but it's like during actual fights, you just have like 5 or 6 people crashing into each other, and it's that same sort of like visual non-clarity where there's just like a bunch of lights happening, and then somebody dies out of nowhere, and then suddenly that team, and the team who's up in numbers, like just wins the fight. There's a little more visual clarity with Team Fortress 2, but because it was just so dynamic, you just have like soldiers rocket jumping from like a million miles away, or you have scouts doing their scouting thing, you have demos setting up traps and stuff like
These cheese
that.
menu is something I
Definitely not as
tried.
clear as like a pure a pure tactical shooter. Wait, were you looking at the menu for Bober? Were you looking at the Bober menu?
Yay.
All right, last one. Wait. Okay, this is done. Lube this, film this, put everything together, wire everything up, and then we'll be good to go. Huh. All in all, it hasn't taken as long as I thought it would. We'll get a little bit of
I don't think
BMS
I'll be
action
hearing
going
boba
on.
the same way from now on. Just bobber.
Yeah, just the name has stuck in my head, and it's like not even for a good reason. Just Bober.
Bobber.
I wanna talk to whoever thought that was a good name for a boba shop. I just wanna give them a few tips and tricks. You know, like don't name your store
Queso.
Bober.
Let's get some bobber.
You wanna get some Bober?
KEKW.
Let's go to the Bober store and get some Bober tea. I would take calling it, bubble tea over calling it Bober. That's how unserious it is.
Bobbertia.
Get Go up. And then the good part is if I ever do need to film some switches, the actual switch films are still there. I'm just using all the cutoffs. So that is us reducing as many of the plastic on plastic collisions as possible. Also, if you see some like white stringy bits in here, it's because I originally tried sound dampening this using polyfill. Again, from the keyboard, side of things, but it just did not work.
MFW. It takes 70 minutes by bus or ... 7 minutes by car. Going from transit center to bobber.
No way. All right, let's get this all
This is
rewired
so
up.
anti-bobber.
Okay, that goes there. That goes there. Black, yellow.
Queso, look in DMs. WTF is this?
All right, let me just pop this in. All right, let me looking. What kind of like you gotta like go across, you gotta go around the world, take the scenic route to get to Bober from there. That's crazy. That's insane. You know, I'm saying all this.
So anti-bobber.
I'm saying all this, and then what happens? What happens if I actually try Bober one of these days and it's just like God tier tea? What if they actually do have like the God
20
tea?
minutes by bike. Burr?
What if they're just like so gamer?
We'll have shipping label ready for you later, Queso. I guess public transit is just a trash idea.
Bober is anti walkable livable city. Oh, thanks, Conso. Let me know how much that shipping is.
Bulls don't talk
This goes
transit, that
here.
is my trigger word. Any luck with the watch stuff, etc.?
I do have the watch.
DW about shipping, just send me the stuff when you get a chance.
I am gonna make another concerted effort to look for the parts. So, the last time I saw them, they were in a Ziploc, in a plastic bag, in my backpack. But the backpack kind of broke, so I moved the plastic bag somewhere else. I just have to figure out where that somewhere else is. And then I do have that wrist rest ready for you.
Yo, rest and. Did you 3D print SMTH else for me? Itter. Oh, eam holder.
Oh, I did. I do have it printed. I will say it's kind of mid. I think it's kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie.
Is no good.
I gave
Damn
I gave
NBN.
one to you while I gave one to you when I met up with him.
Don't send it. I'll just use the Pelican case, lol.
I gave one to you when I met up with him. So if you want an in-use review, ask him. Otherwise, I don't know. I just thought it was a good idea, right? Because right now, right now I have this desk clamp like headphone holder to like hold my headphones on, right? But since I'm using IEMs right now, I just kind of drape them over like this. So that's kind of how I'm storing my IEMs right now. So the way that this IEM holder worked was it has like a hole in the middle and then just kind of like hooks from side to side. But just the overall design of it is not great. Is just the bottom line of it. Like the print is kind of crap cuz it's not very well designed for 3D printing in my opinion. So eventually I'll come up with my own design. I just have to sit down and actually do it. I've just been so like I can't even say I'm busy. Like, you know, especially since I've had like these last couple days off work. It's not even that I'm busy, it's just that I'm not. I don't have I don't have motivation. I don't know what it is. I'm just like I just been out of it is what it comes down to. All right. So that's everything wired up. We haven't done anything with the turntable. So that's fine. Last thing I'm going to try and do. So I said I used foam last time or polyfill. I found this like sheet of batting in my closet that I'm going to give a try. It's pretty close dimensionally. Whether or not this sets my controller on fire, we will see. But one of the big issues is that this giant black acrylic bottom just tends to resonate. So we'll just stuff that in there, hopefully to sort of deaden the sound a little bit more. We'll give this a shot. Okay, it's plugged in, so okay, the LEDs work. Great. Okay, very cool. We did it. All right, let's give this a shot, huh?
Sent you tracking details.
Hell yeah. Thank you. All right. Get that out. Oh, wait, before I do that, here, let me we'll do a little bit of a sound test before I go in. So, okay. Old button. So these are still the old switches. And then these are all the new ones. So not silenced, but it's definitely quieter. And the quality of the sound is much better. It's not like tinny. It's not like Can you call an arcade controller Thocky? But the major things is that there's no sort of like spring pinging or anything like that. So that's where I want to be. All right, I literally do not remember who is who. Like they have this sorted by team for the Bimania Fighters events. Oh. Let's see. Put you down. This is a 9, but this is a 9-9. We're gonna try it. If I die, I die. All right.
Holy fast. To speed.
I mean, they still feel like regular buttons. They don't feel like mushy or anything. Okay, good enough.
Okay, song request.
All right.
I don't know if it exists in the MS. Caden Aura.
No song found. Okay. It might also just be that I don't have it on me right now. I only have like 4 sets of
No
Bimania
new
fighters.
song.
Let me... I think I have a BMS. I think I see it. Hold on. Let me extract this. So if we back out and back out and back out, song. Oh, F2. I gotta rebuild the.
I don't know how the chart will be like. I've seen the really mean one.
We'll see what happens. Oh, so F2 is update folder. I have to update here? We're about to find out. Okay, what if I
It is low-key banger though.
do this?
Oop, then there goes overlay.
Okay, hold on. We're fixing it. We're fixing it.
B by overlay. Oop, there it is.
I don't know if this is going to be the best way to do this, but we're going to give it a shot. Kaiden Aura.
Getting that Kaiden aura in.
What the fuck is all this? Kaiden Ondu. Kaiden Aura, one more lovely. I can maybe do this. I can maybe... Wait. This is a lot of auras. There's a lot of aura happening here.
LV0 LMAO.
Kaiden Aura Overjoy. Kaiden Aura, not Kaiden. Okay.
Try the normal,
All right,
maybe.
we're giving it a shot. Oh shit. Okay, this is normal. I have no idea why the background videos aren't playing, because that's kind of one of the best parts about BMS is that like people have made like background videos and stuff.
Okay, so far not bad. Not the funny one, thank goodness.
What is this? Oh! Why? Oh!
FDJ, SDH, DGS, FJH. LMAO.
Is there more? Okay. B for bad.
Chaka, oh shit. KEKW.
All right. I don't know which one I should be trying out. Hold on, let me see if there's...
I'm curious about the LV0. I bet it's a gimmick.
Nope, not you. Trying to see if there's a... Let's see, background. Full, yeah. Laser. Short. There it is. put some random on. How do I fix my high speed? Oh, there it is. Notes display time. Do maybe like 320 for this. Background. Oops. On. High speed auto adjust. No, hidden auto. Okay. All right. We'll see what the level 0 is, because sometimes they take the piss a little bit with the levels.
Yeah, BG.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this?
LMAO.
What the fuck is this? I'm not built for this. Why? Why?
Maybe run back hyper and enjoy the video. Lol.
Bro, it's just literally the gorilla's dying. How do I get out of here? Get me out, get me out. All right, so you can see there's like a note thing, like it tells you how many notes there are in here. So this has 2,614.
The video is really great.
This one has 7,000. I don't know how this is humanly possible. What the fuck is that?
Insane Kaden.
Bro, I'm not a BMS player.
Okay, enjoy the MP lol.
I mean, so far the controller, the buttons feel really good. Like they're cushioned, but they're not mushy.
That's good.
I mean, these buttons better be good for how much I paid for them. Each one of these button / switch combos is $18. So
Chat ka siya circ 1 year.
Chaka. Hell yeah. Okay, alright, we're doing it.
LMAO. Congrats, you now have Caden Aura.
Let's see, is random on here? Yes! Alright, it's time. If you haven't heard this song, Random by Sobrum and Silent Room, it's time. See how bad. Oh, yeah, that's really bad. It's time for Peak.
Whoa, a fish.
You never did before. Get the beauty of the world. All the joys and wonders you must be wanting to, but you never did it. Just here's everything you're looking for. There's no reason to be shy, just like the wings of possibilities on the fire.
But another reason to pay attention to BMS is because like a lot of songs that come in, like a lot of songs that are submitted for BMS go on to be part of like I guess proper quote unquote rhythm games. Like this is like the NBA draft of rhythm games. Let me see if I can I search in JP?
I wonder if there's the Emperor. By Saskir Asterisk SK.
Look what's here.
Oh God. Take.
Yeah, Take was originally submitted to Vimania Fighters. Why is there only the normal mode? I know for sure. I know for sure that there is higher versions. Hold on, let me looking. Let me looking. Extract. Dang, everybody in BMS is using 7-zip base actually. There we go. All right, it's time for peak. Yeah, okay. It's kind of interesting that like a lot of these songs make it into like Sound Voltex and stuff, but they don't make it to like Beat Mania. Oh god.
Remember a song I wish it was in Sound Voltex.
Alright, I'm gonna turn on the hand mic so you guys can hear what this sounds like.
Wait. Hand mic makes your voice sound nicer.
Does it really? Maybe it's because I fucked with the settings too much on.
iidx.
I've maybe fucked with the settings a little bit too much on the on my regular mic. I don't know. It's because I'm farther away on this mic.
But you have more clarity on hand mic. Go back to normal RN.
All right, I'm back on the hand mic. Is it so? I do have a compressor on my regular mic, and
Hand mic, yeah, feels a bit compressed or fuzzy.
Okay.
LMAO.
Yeah, I don't know, cause okay.
Is there?
I also
And
do
not
have. I did have some
regular
gain on it too.
asterisk?
Maybe that's the.
The Imperator by Sasakure.
how about now? Does this sound okay? I mean, I have to like really like lean into the mic to.
Nah,
Okay.
the same.
Then just skill issue.
But your hand mic sounds a lot more open.
Okay. Let's see. I don't have Emperor downloaded. It sounds a lot more open because it is more open. Emp error. Okay, it's not on my site either. So, Toshi, if you want to look for songs, this is the database I'm using to download from. Shout out to Wrigglebug, making it really easy to find stuff. Let's see, what else do I remember? Litmus?
Make it funky now.
Oh, I might have that already.
Cirque one Zillow.
Damn, I don't have it on me. Okay, alright, we're downloading it. Make it... Make it funky now.
Ukit's free hyperpop.
I remember playing it on Musinx. I know the song because it made it to Musinx. Did it make it into Sound Voltex?
No, that was the song. I wish it did.
So
Only that
true.
chick did.
Alright, okay, I have Make It Funky Now. I have Make It Funky Now, and then I also have Make It Funky Now Freak. For freaks. Or 7 Keys Surprise Box. What the hell is going on here? I gotta see it. I need to
Somebody
know.
was cooking that chart.
I need to know. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Okay. It's not even like funny. It's just like everything is just stuck.
That was a scam.
All right. Time for the real chart. But it sounds good, right? The real test is if you can hear me over the button sounds.
Oh no, MV.
I know, the music video is great. I don't remember what year of the Mania Fighters it was submitted to, but I think if I find that pack, it should have the background.
for me. Later, Averoni.
Have a good evening. So we got the A. Yippee! Oh yeah, Little Witch in Permafrost Garden. Yeah, this is one of the ones that like made it places. I don't know if I can do an 11, but we'll see. We'll see if we see if I die. If I die, I die. Oh god, there's a speed change.
What's the level cap in 8, Dan?
11. But I have to like really lock in to play 11s. Good enough. The fuck is this? Oh. Oh hell no, they punked me right there. I was doing okay up until it sped until it sped up way too quick. Holy. Furry core. Surely nothing will go wrong here. Oh, it really is furry core. Okay, Rekumukjizuki is definitely a name that I know. Safarism. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like overseas involvement here. Okay, alright. Kind of mess with that. Let's try it. I don't know what determines whether or not there's like a song preview or not. Are the buttons like... The buttons aren't like overpowering the actual music, are they? Oops.
Surf 1 jet. Maybe just a tad.
Okay. I will fix it by making the music a little bit louder.
Or the
In a
music
minute.
just quiet.
Yeah, the music's just quiet. I had it ducked under where my usual talking volume is. It caps out just under the yellow part of the sound meter in OBS. Yeah, here, let me just raise this just a hair. Get it to like right there. I love logarithmic systems. Damn, they got knives on this? That's crazy.
Okay, maybe it's tad too loud.
Yeah, that did kind of go crazy. I love sound. Let's see. I'm just kind of browsing at the moment. Let's see what. Let's see. BOF. Bomania Fighters 17. Let me looking. It might be easier to like browse online. The BMS of Fighters 17, Vision the Retro Future. I love Embed Sound Team. Apparently Team Astoria got the highest score. All right, we'll see what you got. We'll see what's going on here, even though you don't have a preview. asshole. What the fuck? Wait, what's the time signature here? Okay, okay. Wait, that was really good, actually. That was really good. I like that. I don't know how to add things to like my favorite list. I don't know how to like... I don't know how to add things, but if I knew how to add things, that would definitely be on there. Isomil, feel it. Give it a shot. Luminaria Hyper. Okay, maybe the other song was their ace song. As I understand it, like you have to have a background animation, a movie, to be like, you know, considered to score high in these BMS events. Because it's not just about the music. When they're like judging, the charts also, it's like a whole package kind of deal, right? Like there's illustration, there's the music, there's the chart, And then there's the video. Let's see, clue. Okay. Another silent room special. In Sobrum. Okay, alright. Give it a shot. I was like, what am I getting poked by? One of the films came out on key 1. I almost had that. Whoa. Sorry, wrong key. Wait, that was really good. The switch of halfway went crazy. Oh, and this one was where random was. Let's see, cross system. Oh, Cyclo, okay. Wait, what the fuck? Turn A? Yo, we have turn A at home. Sure, okay, yeah, okay, whatever. We'll give it a shot. Oh. Sorry, it's a little louder. Oh, that's a hold? My combo! That app is having a time of its life right now. Let's see, regain. Apparently is the good song. All right, last one, and then we'll call it a night. I feel we've sufficiently tested the this new button setup. Damn, AAA minus 136. If only I didn't catastrophically fuck up in that middle part. Alright. We'll call it a day. We'll call it a day. Thanks for coming. Thanks again for watching me do not keyboard stuff. I mean, tangentially related, you know, but we did it. We have proven that this is a viable method for further silencing the silent switches buttons. So call it a night. Anybody else online right now? No. What am I saying? It's midnight on a Sunday evening. Only degenerates would stream at this time. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. I don't know when the next time I'll stream is. It might either be some more BMS or I don't know. I kind of want to stream a repo, but the people I play repo with, it's kind of hard to coordinate schedules with. So it's kind of everything's all up in the air as usual. We'll see what happens, but if I do stream, we'll it'll be on this time slot. Not even just you, Conso, but just like, you know, having Dom schedule. It just kind of be like that, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for listening to me.
Only alive for 2 days.
Thanks for listening to me yap.
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5 days basically. Unless you catch him like in the mornings or something. But yeah. With that in mind, have a good week, guys. Have a good Monday. Hope your week is productive. Hope that you don't lose countless amounts of money as a result of the impending recession that is about to occur. I suppose. Invest in mechanical keyboards